Picked up another nice little brown. He's about 10, 11 inches maybe. Pretty fish in here. Let me just kind of show you a little bit about what you're looking at here. It's a beautiful little stream to fish. It's really pretty awesome. Hey, Dean here. I am down in the southern part of the state. I am on the east fork of the Sevier River, up towards the headwaters, not very far from Bryce Canyon National Park. So it's a beautiful area. It's really unbelievably pretty up here. I'm in the higher altitude here. It's late August, but it's nice and cool. Going to fish the stream here and see what I can find. I'm going to start off fishing kind of a semi-seal little olive-colored woolly bugger. See if that gets a little action. As the day warms up a little bit, I'm sure I'll go to hoppers and different terrestrials, maybe some mayfly patterns, see if we can't catch them on top today. But it's a bit of a drive down here, but a lot of times we think, man, I wonder what it was like to fish back in the 1960s, 1970s here in Utah. Well, come on down south to the Sevier River. That's the way it is. There's nobody else here. As far as I can see, I'm the only guy trying to fish this long stretch of water here, so gonna find out if there's fish in here and if I can catch them. I'm here fishing on the east fork of the Sevier. Nice little brown, not big. I've been picking them up fairly regularly here. About 9-10 inches, so not big fish so far. Hopefully I'll get into some a little bigger, but fish are more than willing to come up and hit a dry fly. I tried the little woolly bugger for a little bit, wasn't having much action with it, decided, you know, it's dry fly time, so having some good luck. I'll show you the dry flies that are working here as I get towards the end of the video. One more nice little brown here. Pick this guy up. You can kind of see the cut bank right there, just drifting along the cut bank. It came up and took it. Not huge fish, but a lot of fun. I had a 5-weight rod I started off with today, but I've switched over to a 3-weight. A little more fun that way. The fish aren't all that big here, but there's a lot of them. Picked up an awesome brown here. Went to a little different spot. There's a little bigger fish than what I've been catching. I'm going to show you the area here that I'm fishing. It's just this little, threw a little dry fly out on that little hole right there. And he picked it up, first cast. I'll show you this little stretch right here. Hooked the biggest brown of the day, right in this real narrow little undercut, bendy little piece here. He actually bent my hook. It was a pretty nice sized fish. But you know, when you're fishing these small streams, you don't have to cast real far, but you have to have accuracy, and you've got to be a little stealthy to sneak up on them. Make sure you're always working upstream when you're fishing these if you can. I just put this fish on just to show that there are some tigers in here. This was the first one I've caught, but I heard there were several different kinds of fish in here. Nice tiger here. This beautiful fish right here, he took a hopper. He's pretty nice size. He's probably about 13 inches, but he swam about 3 feet and just smashed it. Swam about 3 feet across the stream and smashed it. I guess he's been watching Shark Week, but it was pretty exciting. They've been hitting the hopper like crazy here this afternoon. I hear thunder though, and it's starting to rain a little bit, so this may be the end of my day. Wow, awesome day today on the east fork of the Sevier River. As I mentioned before, I'm fishing up here kind of up towards Bryce Canyon. If you look at a map, you can see where the east fork is not too far away from that. Beautiful country up here. It is nobody up here, probably 20 miles of river that I looked at today. I'm the only guy fishing with a fly rod on the stream. Started off trying to kind of find my way around. Tried a couple different spots on the stream. Not too much luck on the first one. Second one I caught some fish, but then I ended up talking to a guy from the Forest Service, and they were doing a little work up here, and he turned me on to a couple different little landmarks up here, and so I went up where he said, and it's been awesome. Just about every place you would expect the fish to be, even in the shallower riffles, they are. Brown trout, tiger trout, cutthroats, a lot of little cuts here, but a lot of bigger cuts too. Had a great day, caught some with ants, elk hair caddis. Best part of the day I fished with a fly called the purple Haze, kind of an Adams, size 14. Only different from an Adams is it's purple. Ow! Horseflies up here, so get some bug repellent. They've been more than active on me today, but it's been worth it. Best part of the day is at the end of the day I put on Joe's hopper, fished that for a while. Fish were just smashing it, swimming across the stream just to leap and grab that thing. It was the best. So if you get a chance, come up here. If you go to Bryce Canyon, throw your fly rod in the trunk, come up here, have some fun. It's just like, it's just like fishing would have been probably 40 years ago. Not too many fly fishermen and a lot of stream to work. So enjoy the rest of your summer. Look forward to fall, see if we can get into some of the big browns as they start getting more aggressive. Hey, thanks for watching. This is the first fly that I wanted to show you I was using yesterday up on the small stream up on the East Fork of the Sevier River. I've showed this fly before in past videos. In the summer on small streams, it's just a killer. It's called a purple Haze. You can see the purple in it. All it is an Adams, but it's got a purple body, purple thorax. Everything else is the same except the tail is also moose tail on it, which makes it a little bit longer, a little stringier. This fly that I have here actually caught a couple fish yesterday, but it looked pretty good, so I thought I'd put it on the video. I probably tie more of these in the summer when I'm fishing small streams than any other fly. It's super effective. You can fish this fly up in the Uintas and it will do really, really well on the streams up there. You can fish it in American Fork, Big Cottonwood Canyon, just about anywhere you have a smaller stream that's kind of crystal clear where the fish are looking up. This fly tends to be a great choice to catch fish. They all like it. Brown trout especially seem to be enthralled by this fly. This is a size 14. That's generally the size I fish when I'm fishing small streams. This is the hopper pattern that was doing so well, and fish were from coming all over the stream to come up and hit this. This is a fly called a Joe's hopper. I'd like to tell you it's a new innovative pattern, but this pattern's older than me, I'm sure. It's been around forever in fly tying and fly fishing. You can tie these. You can look them up on YouTube. It'll show you how to tie Joe's hoppers. You can also go down to fly shops and buy them. They're a little hard to tie, so if you don't have the time, I'd just go down and buy some. But any small stream, when it gets to be late summer, early fall, this fly is deadly on small streams. I'm not sure if the fish always take it for a grasshopper. They could take it for a caddis. I don't know what they take it for, but I usually fish it in sizes 10s, maybe 12s if I can make them that small. And they seem to work really, really well in all the small streams. Anytime you fish a small stream where the water's really clear, it's not particularly deep. You might have some holes here and there, but not particularly deep, where you have little runs and undercut banks. This fly seems to always produce. So Joe's hopper, take a look at it and make sure you use one. I was going to use a hopper dropper, which means I was going to string a nymph about 18 inches behind the hopper pattern when I first started fishing. If I do fish a hopper dropper, generally I'll use a foam grasshopper pattern because they float a little better than this one. But the fish were coming up and hitting this so well, I never really needed a dropper. This gave me plenty of surface action, so it was probably the best fly of the day for big fish and the most exciting fly of the day to fish.